Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know I've been noticeably absent from YouTube here over the last couple weeks. We've had some internet issues, but the biggest thing is that we've been setting ourselves up on a cache network, and that's decentralized cloud computing, so forth. And we managed to make our live stream server work over on a cache, and it's kind of cool because we're bouncing. This is an AMP video. Don't worry, I'll get to AMP. Uh, what I'm doing here is just trying to illustrate use case. My entire next 2 years are fully dedicated to use case tokens, only use case tokens, only value capture tokens, things where I see it. And AMP is one of those tokens, kind of. But I have some questions. Now, they're effectively the same questions that I've been asking for the last year or so. I just, you know what, you guys helped build this channel. AMP folks, you guys built us. And I'm not going to forget about you. I'm just letting you know that the videos are going to be somewhere else. And we're gonna be linking them down in the description. So just put it up there, bookmark it, knock yourself out. But we've been live streaming over on a cache because that's just so cool, man. Look, we're bouncing a signal from Iowa. I'm in Iowa, by the way, and we're bouncing a signal over to Eastern Europe, and from there into your phone, cast to your TV, however the hell you want to watch us. But that's what we've been doing. That's value capture. Now, it's value capture because I can only pay for that server with a cache. So now we've just assigned a real world value to the Akash token. That's electricity, that's server racks, that's manpower to maintain them, that's bandwidth, that's all of these things. And that's what I'm talking about when I say value capture. I need to be able to see the value capture. With this, I can see the value capture. They offer a product, I pay for it using the means that they've decided. In this case, it's the Akash token, and boom, we're off and running. So and we'll link it for those of you guys who do happen to join our live streams. But it keeps bringing me around to AMP. And let me tell you why. I really want this to be successful. I do. I want them to just knock this thing out of the park. But just because I'm a fan of it doesn't mean that I'm going to be dismissive of what I think is wrong. And they have had a communication issue over here for just ever, as long as I can remember. I have never seen a chain or a company, and they are a company, that was so dismissive of their investors that they can't even put out they say nothing. You have these tremendous concerns from people who have absolutely gotten buried on this token, and I'm talking crushed. And you can't even give them a head nod anymore. It's just you've completely walked away from it. Now, I understand you're building. All right, let's start with that. What are you building? And I get it. We can be real vague. Well, we're building infrastructure. Okay, how about some specifics? How about something specifically that you are working on? How about some kind of measurable wicket? Give us something. Because all you do is say we're building. And this entire chain, this entire thing here, this AMP, has seemed to have turned into a trust me, bro, kind of situation. Here, hold my beer, watch this. And that's what's going on. I don't do that with my money. I can't imagine anybody reasonable, rational, doing that with their money. Oh, you're going to do big things if I just give you money, but you're not going to give me any detail? You're not going to tell me anything? Well, sign me up. You bet. Here's some money. Take it. Make me rich. Make me wealthy, because it's everyone knows it's going to go to $1. That is crypto from 3 or 4 years ago. That was the crypto mentality a long years ago. The space has changed, and the whole in 5 to 10 years, just wait and see, that doesn't play anymore. All right. Do you have any idea how much this space, crypto, has changed in the last 5 years? You wouldn't even recognize it from 5 years ago, from 2018. It is an entirely different world. Everything has changed except your narrative. Hold my beer. Trust me, bro. 5 to 10 years, you're going to love it, and coming soon. You cannot continue to do business like this. I get it. You're well funded, and you have lots of investor money that you've put to sleep for a good long time. I get it. But eventually, you're going to have to pretend that you're a company. You're going to have to pretend that you're a business. You are going to have to be accountable to the people who have invested in you. And at what point is that going to happen? Because anytime these things get brought up, they get brushed. It gets maybe get an answer on Twitter, and it's always the same answer. Trust me, bro, we're building, coming soon. I If there was any movement I was going to start from the AMP investor side over here, it would be simply, what are you building? Be specific. Tell us something so that we can measure your progress. Because right now, we have nothing. The Spend app, the beta, we're just proof of concept. It's still all you have. And that thing only works sometimes. It's a black hole of death that your crypto goes into that can never come out of. If this was your intent, just say, this was our intent. It's working as we designed it, as we envisioned it. It's a gift card. That's what we wanted to build, was a gift card company. If that's the case, fine, but tell your investors. Because with all the money you have, with all the development funds you've had, with everything that you've had in there, surely you can build a better app. It doesn't take that damn long. I think it's time. I think it's way past time for you to actually come clean and start giving details. I know. Look. I still look at the Reddit. I see what's going on. You have no right to it. They have nothing to do. Blah, blah, blah. Flexa and AMP are synonymous, and I don't see either of them pushing away the other one. Yeah, but we're AMP, so we don't worry about what Flexa does. And Flexa doesn't come out and say, yeah, but we're Flexa, so don't worry about AMP. They are synonymous with each other. So if you invest in one, you invested in both of them. It's time for accountability. It is way past time for accountability. It had a nice little rise, but so did everything. So did everything. And with a token being this vulnerable, and it is vulnerable, with it being this vulnerable, you will be day traded to hell and gone. So for the people who bought in at 12 cents, 8 cents, 6 cents, you are effectively screwed at this point, because there are plenty of people who bought in at 0.0035. And when it goes to 0.005, they're going to dump it. That is one hell of a gain. So the long-term investors are going to be absolutely screwed on this one, unless you start getting some clarity, you start getting some accountability from the people that you're investing in. I cannot imagine another chain, anything, any product, any crypto product that would be this absolutely silent about what they're doing, who they're talking to, how they're building, what their plan of development is, everything. And actually giving you very specific, measurable wickets. You can only sell bridges for so long before you have to deliver them. You guys have been selling bridges for a long time, and the only thing that we have is the Spend app. Just saying, man, it's time. All right, anyway, guys, we are live streaming over to Akash now. I'll tell you what, the link, we keep the server up pretty much all the time. It's just showing charts, playing music. We're doing it to illustrate that this is what's possible with blockchain technology. So if you want to pop by, you're more than welcome to. I do crypto pretty much all day, so I'm kind of watching it. And the live streams are happening from there as well. They're obviously free. You can say what you want. You can do what you want. It's a decentralized platform. We're not accountable to anybody, so we kind of do our own thing over there. Yeah, and that's it. So questions or comments, Scott at thepodcast.com. I know you don't like my AMP videos. Guess what? Gonna do them anyway. That's it, man. Until next time, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money. Cheers.